And we are back. So this is part 2. It is the extra credit portion of chat number 160, our guide to 0 point food. And we spent the entire first 30 minutes, of our chat talking about why 0 point foods, why some people might not be using them. So the 3 reasons that I came up with, the 3 reasons that I see the most often, and I am guilty of as well, that people might not use as many 0 point foods. The first one was too much time prepping. Well, we just disproved that by going through and looking at some pre-prepared things like this Asian style vegetable stir fry from Trader Joe's. Lots of grocery stores have, pre-prepared vegetables. I mean, this is a huge container. Oh, Christy, where were you? You missed the homework. Christy missed the homework, so sorry, we're going to back up a second. Rewind. The homework is #build a meal. So you're going to take a 0 point something and you're going to build a meal. And I'm going to show you how to do that here in just a few minutes. But lots of grocery stores have this. I happen to love Trader Joe's. All their food is fresh. If you don't like anything, you can take it back. Even if you've eaten all of it, you can take it back and get your money back. And this container is huge, and this was not a whole lot of money. So, I don't know, Trader Joe's is just a good deal. But, so, first thing was too much time prepping. That's no time prepping. Things like Pico de Gallo salsas, no time prepping. Things like riced cauliflower, 0 time prepping, just got to cut the top off that bag. And noodles. So you are more than welcome to get a spiralizer. I have one. Some people who do a lot of meal prepping have the big spiralizer, where you can do lots and lots of vegetables. I don't have time for that. I would love to be able to do that, but I just don't have time for it. So I use pre-prepared things like this. The second thing was, don't like any of them. Really, you don't like any 0 point food. So if you're green, you get 100, blue, you get 200, purple, you get 300, and you don't like any of them, none of them, no 0 point foods. You don't like anything that's in this container. You don't like anything that's in this container. I mean, this is lots of yummy stuff. And the third thing was boring. Okay, I don't think there's anything boring about Pico de Gallo, and there's absolutely nothing boring about what we're getting ready to make. So we're going to start with a 0 point food, and I'm going to show you how to build 2 meals using 0 point foods. So you're going to start with that. And remember, this is your homework. If you want to copy me exactly, you sure can. And Loretta says, I can't meal prep, I get overwhelmed. Me too. So when I start to meal prep, well, I don't get overwhelmed, I get bored. So when I start to meal prep, I'll get like 2 things in. Like I'll make it for like 2 meals, and then I'm bored. And I think our guest might be here. So I'm going to show you how to build 2 meals using 0 point foods. We only have one guest. Our surprise guest didn't come. Why is our surprise guest not here?
He needed to take a couple of phone calls. So.
Okay, so our surprise guest, this is the second time that he was supposed to be with us, and the second time that work has taken his attention. So sorry, y'all are stuck with me and with John, so you're going to have to say hi because they've been waiting on surprise guest.
Oh.
Which wasn't much of a surprise, but anyway.
Hello.
So you just get John, sorry. And Dusty, who's around here somewhere. Anyway, well, we're going to have to get surprise guest to show up sometime and just maybe take his phone away from him so he can actually come in here and talk to us. Okay, so Pico de Gallo. Pico de Gallo is a mix of all these yummy vegetables. It's like a salsa, but it's really chunky. It's a very chunky salsa. It has tomatoes, onions, lemon juice, jalapeno peppers, salt, cilantro, and garlic powder. And everybody's saying, hey. Okay, so we're going to build 2 meals. Okay, the first one that we're going to build is going to be a breakfast meal. And so we're going to start with, remember, we're going to start with a 0 point food, and then we're going to build on that. And so the 0 point food that we're going to use first for our breakfast meal, the first thing we're going to do is use peppers and onions. So peppers and onions, these are sauteed peppers and onions. They do have, so the peppers and onions themselves are 0 points on blue, green, or purple. 0 points for the peppers and onions. I used 1 teaspoon of olive oil, which is 1 smart point. So I use that to saute these, and this is about 1.5 cups of sauteed peppers and onions. So this is 1 smart point so far, and I'm not going to give you all the smart points, or we will run out of time. But so that's about 1.5 cups of sauteed peppers and onions. And so remember, this started life, and where did my fork go? This started life as a 0 point food. So that's what we're going to build our base on. So we're going to start our Build-A-Meal, our hashtag Build-A-Meal, kind of like Build-A-Bear. We're going to start that with 0 point peppers and onions, and then I added 1 smart point, for the sauteing. Okay, and Loretta says sometimes I use broth. I do too, but I will say, even though it has points, you need a little bit of healthy oil every day. A little bit, just a tiny bit. So that's what I use that for. And, okay, and Teresa says, need something for a wimpy stomach. No onions, garlic, peppers, or cilantro. Ooh, no cilantro. You could do like some wilted lettuce or bok choy. Can you have some of that, Teresa? So bok choy would be really good. Okay, Sandra, hold on. So Sandra says I would put that in an omelet. Okay, hold on. Well, Sandra, you could do that for your homework, and don't forget to tag me in it. Then to that, we are going to add, oh, I hope the color of that comes through. Can y'all see that okay? It's really washed out with the lighting. But anyway, this is scrambled egg whites. So these are, the egg whites are 0 points on all three. If you were on blue or purple, you could do a scrambled egg. Sue says, oh, definitely not a food we have in New Zealand. Easy to make myself though, I guess. Oh, the pico de gallo. Yeah, I think so. You could just chop all that up. But anyway, so this is egg whites, 0 on blue, green, and purple. If you're on blue or purple, you could do an egg. You could make, a scrambled egg. This has literally nothing else in it. This is just the egg whites, and I scrambled them. So that's another 0 point food. And we are going to add this to the top. So we're going to add this over the sauteed peppers and onions. Okay, and I just scrambled those in a skillet. Nothing fancy. Okay, so now our Build-A-Meal looks like this. Oh, thank you. See, Barbara says, love your top. The color gray looks good on you. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, and then we're going to add some potatoes. So these potatoes started out as potatoes. They were just potatoes. And they are hash browned potatoes. I did get these at Trader Joe's. They were already hashed. And Dusty just fell off the couch. He's fine. Okay, he must have been having a dream because he literally just fell off the couch. Anyway, okay. So I guess that's what happens when you're an old man. But anyway, so these were hashed brown potatoes, and they are just potatoes though. Okay, and now I think he thinks something pushed him off the couch. Buddy, there was nothing over there. There was nothing on the couch. He seriously thinks something pushed him off the couch. Anyway, he fell off the couch. He's on the floor. Anyway, okay, so he's okay. Just having a bad dream, I guess. But anyway, so these were hash brown potatoes. They were just potatoes. So and this is 1/2 cup of them. So on blue and green, these are going to be 2 smart points. On purple, 0 smart points, because remember, just plain potatoes are 0 smart points. Then he is okay. Yeah, he is okay, Irma. He literally he was having a dream. He just fell off the couch. But anyway, so I spritz these with a little bit of olive oil from my Evo spritzer. Hello, Divine. From my Evo spritzer, and then sprinkled a little bit of Dax Steakhouse seasoning on there, just to kind of kick them up a little bit. And then I put them in the air fryer in my Simple Living Products air fryer. And yeah, Haley, I think it was a wild dream, and he's okay, Kim. But I cooked them on 400 degrees for 6 to 8 minutes. You need to shake them a couple of times in between. And they come out, a little crispy. So they're like French fried, or like those, like the potato sticks. They're kind of like the potato sticks. So that's 2 points. So we have a 0 point base. And then I'm going to sprinkle my potato sticks on there, the hash brown potatoes. Okay, so now our bowl looks like this. So it's getting there. And then we have 2 tablespoons of the pico de gallo. So remember, the pico de gallo was tomatoes, onions, a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of lemon juice, but I'm going to add this to the top. So this is 0 points. So as right now, we literally only have, shoestring potatoes. Exactly, Sylvia. That's exactly how they turn out. So these were hash browns, but they turn into shoestring potatoes. And Betty, I'm not putting cheese on this one. Cheese would be good, and you would have plenty of points left to do cheese. But this is 2 tablespoons of pico de gallo. This is also 0 smart points. So this literally, this entire bowl, the only points that are in here are for the potatoes. So I'm just going to dump the pico de gallo on top. And I wish I could turn this completely. Yes, this is for 1 person, Debbie. This is a whole lot of food. A whole lot of food. So, yeah. You could definitely share this with a friend. But this is, I just wanted to show you how big you can make this. I mean, look how big this bowl is. So that whole bowl is 2 smart points if you're on blue or green, and it is 0 smart points if you're on purple. Yeah, I think it would be 0 on purple. So definitely, yes, Loretta says that would definitely fill me. I think this is definitely filling. But this is how you build a meal. You build something around a 1. You're right. So the potatoes, I did do the oil. Yeah, that's 1 smart point for the oil. So it was 2 for the potatoes. If you're on blue or green, 2 for the potatoes, 1 for the oil. If you're on purple, it would just be 1 for the oil. Okay, Sandra says she keeps pausing. What? Okay. But anyway, so that's a huge bowl. And yes, Loretta says, and so healthy. Exactly. And I have no idea what you're saying, dude. But anyway, so yummy. Peppers and onions, scrambled egg whites, the little potatoes that I made in the air fryer, and the pico de gallo. Woohoo, yummy. So who wants that? Okay, so that was the first one. And I don't know why Facebook is pausing the video. Do not know why Facebook is pausing the video. Oh well. Okay, the next one is we're going to start with another one of these bowls, and these little half bowls. So I've been calling them half bowls, but I think they are pasta bowls. I think I found them on Amazon called pasta bowls. Anyway, so we're going to start with another bowl, another half bowl, pasta bowl. Okay, and the 0 point base that I'm going to start with is the zucchini noodles. So this was the zucchini spirals. So this was the zucchini spirals. Again, they're just zucchini, so they're going to be 0 smart points. And you don't have to get the ones from Trader Joe's. You could do, you could get, they have fresh ones in most grocery stores. But I'm just going to spread these around in the bottom. The fresh ones that are in grocery stores are a little more sturdy than these, and you'll see when I set these out here, you'll see what I'm talking about. So here is the spiralized zucchini. Yeah, and for some reason Sandra keeps pausing. Sorry, don't know why. Okay, so we're going to do that. So the zucchini is 0. The zucchini spirals are 0. This is 1 cup of taco soup. And this was, I'm sorry, Loretta says, what was the potato? A half a cup. Yes, it was a half a cup of the hash brown potatoes. But you have to make sure, if you're going to buy them already hashed, already shredded, you have to make sure that they weren't made with oil, because some of them have oil. Yes, and Tabitha says whole grain pasta is now 0-2 on purple. Yes, it is, Tabitha. I still, when we did Simply Filling, which was basically purple years ago, and I don't know why. Vicky says it's pausing for her too. I don't know why. Is everybody else okay? Is everybody else okay? Is everybody else pausing? So anyway, so I don't do the whole wheat. I do the whole wheat pasta, but I do it in very little quantities because I could eat my weight in pasta. Okay, so this is taco soup. So this is 1 cup of taco soup, and it is from another recipe. It has black beans, pinto beans, navy beans, basically corn. Everything in here is almost, thank y'all for letting me know that you're okay. So almost everything in here on purple is 0. A lot of the things in here on blue are purple On purple, a lot of the things in here are 0. Most everything in here is 0 except for some of the meat. On green, and thank you all, on green it is about 5 smart points, and on blue a handful of the things have points, if that makes any sense. I'll point it out for you later. Okay, so I've got the zucchini noodles. I'm gonna pour my taco soup on top of that. You can drain it a little bit more than I did if you want, if you don't want yours to be quite as wet as mine has ended up being. Then, so now it looks like that. Then I am going to add some cheese. So this is where the cheese is going to come in. So this is 2 tablespoons of Velveeta shredded cheese. You can use any kind of light cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle this on here, and I'll figure the exact points for you all later on this one. So that is 2 tablespoons of Velveeta shredded cheese. You can use any kind of shredded cheese, lighter shredded cheese. I just happen to like the Velveeta brand. It's really good. It's easy to get here. If you can't find it where you live, I did find it on Amazon. You can just go to Amazon.com and search Velveeta, or I will put it on our blog. It's www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and it's under, I think it's under shop, and then Amazon affiliates, I think is what it's under. And so I'll put a link to that in there as well. Then, because we're not done yet, so remember we started with our base. We're building a meal. So build a meal. We started with a base of the zucchini spirals. That was 0. Then we added the taco soup, which is, yep, Loretta, we're getting there, which the taco soup on purple is nearly 0. I think it's like 1 point on purple. It's only like 2, maybe 3 points on blue, and it's about 5 points on green. But still, on green, that's not very many points. Then we had a couple of points for the cheese. Oop, and Haley made taco soup this week. So yeah, so she's gonna change it up a little bit. Then we're gonna add some more of the 2-point Pico de Gallo. So we're gonna add a little bit more of that, put that on the top. Did I say 2-point? Of the 0-point Pico de Gallo. So now it looks like this. And we're gonna save this one for just a second. And because I only have, for me, on green, I only have 5 points in this whole bowl right now. Purple, you've got about maybe 1 point, because it does have a little bit of meat in it. Blue, you have 2, maybe 3 points in this. And then for me on green, I only have 5, 6, 7 points in this, right now. Well, you have to count the little bit of cheese. So I'm gonna add 7. This is 7. They're not Doritos, but they're nacho cheese chips. So I'm gonna add 7 nacho cheese chips, and that's 2 more points. And I crumbled them up, so I just put them in a Ziploc bag and kind of crushed them a little bit. So I'm gonna add those. And no, Loretta, I made the taco soup. So the taco soup, because we have plenty of time, so let me just pause and tell you what's in the taco soup. So, and I actually made it in the can cooker, which we'll have to talk about that at some point as well. But it was a can of black beans, 1 can of pinto beans, 1 can of navy beans, 2 cans of Rotel, 1 packet of this, 1 packet of powdered ranch dressing, and some Dax Taco Night. That's what I use for my taco seasoning. And let me think what else. Like 3 cups of water, I think. And I put all of that in the can cooker, brought it to steam, brought it to, to where it was perking, whatever and then cooked it for 20 minutes. You can do it in the crock pot. You can do it in an Instant Pot. You can do it just in a pan, just in a pot on the stove. I just wanted to see if I could make taco soup in the can cooker. I know, and Debbie says, oh, the can cooker. I know, Debbie. We need to come to Orlando and use the can cooker. But I just wanted to see if I could make it in the can cooker just because I have it, and I just wanted to see if it would make it, And we found this little propane thing on Amazon today. Apparently, I spend too much time on Amazon, but we found this little propane thing on Amazon today that you can set the can cooker on. So we don't have to do it with, if we get one of those, Debbie, we will not have to try and heat it up over the charcoal again, which has not ended well. But anyway, so this is 2 points worth of nacho cheese chips. So I'm just going to sprinkle those on there. So see, if you start with a Sylvia, it has the taco soup. I'm sorry, it does have, yeah, you're right. It does have ground turkey and ground very, very lean beef in it. And I'll put that in the taco soup recipe when I post it. I have other taco soup recipes already on the blog on www.ifyouhaveanegg.com. So you can go ahead and look them up. And yes, Myra, it does have meat in it. You can go ahead and look them up. The can cooker one will just be special because it's cooked in the can cooker. And yes, it has corn in it, Janice. Okay, so y'all know you sidetracked me, so I can't remember every single thing that's in it because this is not what I'm supposed to be talking about. But anyway, so there it is now with the chips on it. And I really wish I could turn this up sideways, but I'll take a good picture of it so y'all can see it. Okay, then let's just talk about this. So this is, oh, Carol says, I hope you use Rakuten. I never can say that right when shopping with Amazon. No, I haven't been, but I'll check it. So, okay, hold on. So Janet says, am confused. Sorry, on purple, you get 16 points a day and loads of 0 point food. It's not free. 0 point food. On blue, we get 23 points. And let me see if I can do this without losing you all. Nope. Oh, wait. And green, we get 30 points. And then some free foods. How does yours work? Janet, we're doing WW. So it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same, Janet. So we are, everything that I do is WW my way now. My way, your way, our way, her way, his way. So it's exactly the same. So yes, you're exactly right. On purple, you get 16 points a day, and then you have 300 0-point foods. They're not free. They still have calories. You get 300 0-point foods. On blue, well, and it depends on how many points you get a day too. So not everybody gets the same amount of points, but that is the base. You're correct. 16, 23, and 30 is the base amount of points that anybody gets. Okay. So anyway, this is, and somebody mentioned it earlier, and sorry, I already forgot who it was. And yes, Debbie, you'll have to bring the Ninja Foodie, the air fryer Instant Pot. That is awesome because you can do wings or anything, she says. But this is non-fat, plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And I know, Janet, I'm just fussing. Sorry, I'm just fussing. But this is not 0 points on green. This is 0 points on blue or on purple. And so a lot of people don't like it by itself. And some people don't like it even with things mixed into it. But I'm telling you, as a topper for something like this taco salad that we're making, it tastes so much like sour cream on something like this. Like I put it in the taco soup when I was, when we had the taco soup yesterday. We actually had it yesterday and we had it for breakfast this morning. John goes, I think I'd like to have that soup for breakfast this morning. So we did. And now I'm having it as a salad tonight. But the non-fat plain Greek yogurt, oh, and it was Loretta. Thank you, Loretta. Is so good as sour cream, as a replacement for sour cream and something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and it's just barely any points even on green. But it's 0 on purple and blue. So I'm going to add that. And I just want to know who's going to come wash all these dishes when I get done. Because we've made quite the mess here. Quite the mess. Okay. And then you'll have to excuse me because now I've stuck my finger in it. Okay, we have just enough time to finish this one up. I'm going to take a couple, just for aesthetic purposes, I'm going to take a couple of the nacho chips and move them up here on the top. And no, I'm not suggesting that you all stick your fingers in your food. I'm just doing this to make it look prettier. And the last thing that we are going to put on here is some chives, and the chives are 0 points on all plans. So we're going to add some chives. You could do cilantro if you wanted to. I just happen to already have chives because I use those a lot, and John doesn't really like cilantro. Okay, so now this whole thing is 0 for the zucchini. It's between 1 and 5, you know, for the chili, depending on which WW My Way plane you're on. It is 2 points for the chips. We've got between 0 and 1 for the non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and we have 2 for the cheese. So let me think. So this is going to be anywhere from, on purple, this is going to be like 4, I think, and I'll calculate it in a little while. I think it's going to be like 4 on purple, probably 6 on blue, and then like 8 on green. Still not very many points. Or again, a huge bowl full of food. Okay, so does everybody understand how to hashtag build a meal now? So you're going to start with a 0 point food. You're going to build on it. You're going to build on it, and you're going to make it bigger, and you're going to make it better. It's going to be huge. It could be huge by the time you get done. This one is huge. Yeah, like that whole bowl for between 3 and 8 points, I think, depending on which plan you're on. The breakfast one, which doesn't have to be for breakfast, it could be for any meal. Oh, and the zucchini, I just barely blanched it. Carol wants to know if the zucchini was cooked or raw. I just barely blanched it. So it was like blanched, just barely cooked. Okay, and then this is the breakfast one. So Loretta says you just did our homework. No, you have to do your own. And even if you just remake exactly what we made tonight, you know, do your homework. Okay, and Betty, I found bowls like this on, again, Amazon. So I will post on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. I'll post the bowls on there because I don't know, these make me really happy. Because they're big enough, like the bowls are big enough that I can stir all of this up and it's not going to slosh out like with a normal bowl. And I eat with my eyes, so I like things that look big. So anyway, this makes me really happy. Okay, so do your homework. Tag me in it. If you're watching this later on YouTube, go ahead and click here and watch the next video, or just let it automatically come up. Click here and go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to check the little bell so that it'll let you know when we add new videos. And if you would like to order a spreadshirt, you can click over here, and we would really appreciate it. So, oh, thank you. Loretta says, "Thank you, make me happy." Thank you. And Debbie says, my favorite is KFC fake out chicken bowl. What is that? What is that? You're gonna have to tell us what that is. And Rita, you are most welcome. And Sandra, you are also most welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna put these up because it is time for me to eat supper now. And of course, I'm starving now, but I hope everybody got some great ideas. I cannot wait to see what you all do with your hashtag Build-A-Bowl. I'll get these posted just as soon as I can so that you all will see those. And thank you all for checking out many recipes today. I mean, you all have gone crazy on the, which one is it? Oh, the Fluffer Nutter bites. Y'all have gone crazy on that today. Anyway, I hope you all are enjoying those. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight to everyone. I'm going to get Dusty back up on the couch where he's supposed to be, but y'all have an amazing week, and show me what you make. Have an awesome week, and I will see you next time. Oh, hoping for no snow, but I'll see you next time. Good night.